How to read someone instantly. 15 psychological tricks you can use to your advantage. When we meet someone for the first time, we're bombarded with information, and it can be difficult to figure out what kind of person they are. That's why it's important to understand how we communicate. According to several experts, 55% of what we convey comes from body language, 38% from tone of voice, and only 7% from what we actually say. This means that when we meet someone for the first time, we must take into account these three factors, in addition to what their appearance may suggest to us. So, if you want to gain insight into the personality of someone you've just met, pay attention to the following clues. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel to enjoy new videos on psychology and personal development every week. Let's get started. Number 1. Eye contact. It is often said that the eyes are the mirror of the soul, and the fact is that the look is one of the personal elements that gives us away the most, both for good and for bad. But interpreting looks goes far beyond that. It depends on the context. The key to know what kind of eye contact is being made by another person is to consider the set of elements that surround it. For example, if someone can't stop looking at you, chances are they have a romantic interest. If, on the other hand, you meet someone who has a hard time making eye contact and looks down, that person is probably uncomfortable, shy, or insecure and is looking to protect themselves. On the other hand, if a person does not look at you under any circumstances, it may mean that they are not being honest with you. Also, keep in mind that through the look you can perceive energies. Have you ever looked at someone and felt tenderness? Or on the contrary, have you felt fear or rejection? Never doubt what a look can transmit to you. Number 2. Arching of eyebrows. It's hard to hide facial expressions that show what we're thinking or how we're feeling at any given moment. We can hold back words, but a gesture is nearly impossible. If you see someone arching their eyebrows and opening their eyes slightly, it can be a sign of astonishment or surprise. If they are arching and raising one more than the other, they are questioning what you are saying. Number 3. Smile. A genuine smile shows in the eyes. If you really laugh, you wrinkle the skin and crow's feet form around the eyes. People often smile to hide what they really feel and think. So if you are talking to someone and crow's feet have formed around their eyes, this person is comfortable and happy. If they are not, their smile is hiding something. Number 4. Paralinguistic. Paralinguistic traits have to do with changes in speech, tone of voice, speed, intonation, throat clearing, fluency. It is said that people who do not vary their tone of voice tend to be introverted and monotonous, that is, boring, and that someone feels very nervous when he speaks very fast and awkwardly and even clears his throat. On the other hand, if you come across someone who has a friendly tone of voice, varying from low to high-pitched, who has a normal speaking speed and respect for the timing of their speech, you are in the presence of an extroverted and very self-confident person. Pay attention to the words that are being said and how they are being said. This will give you a great clue as to what this person is really like. Number 5. Look away. People who are interested in meeting you will look you in the eye. If, on the other hand, a person meets you and immediately looks away, this is a subconscious nonverbal language that means they are trying to escape. Number 6. Nod frequently. Nodding is normally a sign that someone agrees with you. However, exaggerated nodding can signify a desire for approval. When you tell someone something and they nod excessively, it means they are concerned about what you think of them or their ability to follow your instructions if you are explaining something to them. Number 7. Body posture. Extralinguistic features always tell us much more than words, and the position a person adopts in a conversation can indicate the feelings or emotions they are experiencing at that moment. Number 8. The way a person walks. The way a person walks can tell you the level of confidence they have in themselves. When someone walks upright with their shoulders back, with quick, rhythmic movements, and always with their face to the world, this means that they feel at ease and have self-confidence. On the other hand, if he is hunched over and looks down at the ground, this is an obvious sign of lack of self-esteem or insecurity. Number 9. Handshake. You can tell a lot about a person by how they shake your hand. If he shakes your hand softly and loosely, it means he is a submissive and easy to convince person. On the contrary, if he shakes your hand in a strong way, it is most likely that he is a dominant type of person. The length of the handshake is also important and can give us valuable information about the person. For example, a very long handshake may seem strange, but if it is very short, it may indicate that there is some kind of conflict. It could indicate that the person does not want to have a deeper contact with you. Number 10. Leaning and proximity. Proximity is also a clear sign of attraction or liking. If someone leans towards you when you are having a conversation, they are trying to have more contact with you because they feel comfortable around you. On the other hand, if you notice that someone is leaning backwards, it is a clear sign of rejection and even the erection of an imaginary wall that separates you. That said, you will know if a person feels comfortable with you because they will unconsciously lean towards you seeking closeness or the opposite. Number 11. Crossed arms and legs. Have you noticed that some people tend to cross their arms or legs a lot? If you are having a first date or trying to explain an idea to someone and you keep your arms and legs crossed, this is not a good sign. They are unconsciously adopting an attitude of self-protection, defense, or even, depending on the context, anger. Keeping your arms and legs crossed are physical barriers that suggest the other person is not open to what you are saying. Even if she is smiling and comfortable with the conversation, her body language indicates that she is not receptive. In psychology, crossing your arms and legs is a sign that this person is mentally and emotionally closed to what is in front of them. Likewise, the direction of a person's feet when speaking gives us a lot of information. A person who is comfortable with you will have their feet facing you. On the contrary, if the feet are facing away from you, it means that the person has had enough and wants to leave. Number 12. Shoes. A person's shoes can reveal a lot of information. Normally, people tend to make judgments about other people's clothes or way of dressing. But in this case, several studies confirm that the information that shoes reveal about a person is usually quite accurate. For example, nervous people tend to wear new or very clean shoes. A kind person usually wears comfortable and practical shoes, while a calm person will wear uncomfortable shoes. On the other hand, aggressive people are said to wear booties. Now look at your shoes for a moment. Does your personality type match them? You may find the next psychological trick the strangest and most surprising on the list, especially if you've never tried to read someone before. Number 13. Copy body language. When someone copies your body language, it means they're very comfortable and in tune with you. It's a sign that the conversation is going well and the other party feels receptive to what you're saying. It is also something that happens subconsciously. When we feel good with someone, we tend to do what the other person does. Number 14. The voice. The voice says a lot about our personality. It does so through tone, speed, and resonance. In this sense, low voices usually belong to the most energetic, self-confident, and even authoritarian people, while higher-pitched voices show us more dependent, insecure, and less energetic people. It has also been found that vocal extension, that is the number of different notes a person is able to emit, is related to character. For example, a restricted vocal range denotes rigidity of character, over-control of emotions, and poor sense of humor. On the contrary, if the vocal extension is wide, it conveys joy and empathy. Number 15. Listen to your sixth sense. Without a doubt, our intuition or instinct will almost never fail us. So pay special attention to what you feel or what a person conveys the first time you meet them. This feeling is much quicker than the first thought you have. Reading people can be difficult, but if you manage to do it, it is an incredible tool you will have at your disposal. Of course, every person is different, so interpreting their appearance, words, and actions may not always be accurate. Luckily, you already have these tricks to help you on your way to knowing what someone looks like instantly. What about you? What's the first thing you notice when you meet someone? What other tricks can you think of? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, give it a like and share it with your friends or anyone you think might be interested in this information. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and remember to click on the little bell so you don't miss any new video on the channel. Thank you very much for watching the video.